One thing you can say about the Nissan GTR, in an era when all car names are going to alphanumeric designations, which increasingly mean nothing, at least GTR stands for something. Grand Touring Racing. It's a car that you can put a couple of suitcases in, cover a lot of ground in relative comfort, great speed, and with few modifications, it becomes a racing car. GTR. The designation goes back to the Skyline GTR, the late 1960s, and a couple of iconic GTRs during the 80s and 90s. The first model we got, 2009, and this is the first major rework of that car. Still has a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, now with 565 horsepower, that's 20 more than before. 6-speed dual-clutch gearbox. But the front end is the biggest external change. More air intake for more cooling. There's also been aerodynamic adjustments throughout the car to increase aerodynamic efficiency. Now, when you got a car with this level of performance, you got to find good places to test it. As you might be able to hear in the background, we've come to the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, the Formula One circuit in Belgium. And we've also driven the car on some beautiful twisty roads, and best of all, on the Autobahn. In actuality, the biggest changes to the Nissan GTR are inside. Now, the key word here is refinement. The car is much more luxurious, higher quality materials throughout, reduced complexity in the switchgear, which is a nice thing, and the shift paddles have been relocated from the steering column to the steering wheel. So no matter where you are in your arc, you can always reach them. Now, there's great debate amongst car companies and even within myself as to which is the better route, but on the twisty roads, we found this to be very handy. The back seat, it's still pretty much a padded grocery shelf. It does beat walking home in the rain, but only just. So the biggest changes to the car are probably on the GT side as opposed to the R side. When you've got a car that's capable of over 300 kilometers an hour, testing it in Germany, where some of the Autobahns have no speed limits, makes perfect sense. The downside, of course, is that when you're going 260 kilometers an hour, which is the fastest we've been able to go so far, it's probably not the best to be talking into a camera. You should be paying attention. But we're on a little two-lane road right now, following a big, slow transport truck, and I think I can handle that degree of distraction. Now, they haven't told us the price of the new GTR just yet. By the time you see this, I'm sure our editors will be able to superimpose that price on the screen. The current generation car costs $110,000. I'm expecting the modified version, maybe 117, 120, somewhere in there. Which leaves two questions. First of all, there's no question about the performance of this car. It's sensational. But $120,000, give or take, for a car with a Nissan badge on it, that might take some people a little getting over. But the second question, is there any other way to get 565 horsepower for this price? The answer to that question is no, and that's the Nissan GTR.